It was always you. Can we just have a moment of silence for those other movies who didn't even stand a chance? Couldn't even hold a Christmas candle to this movie? Woo! Hallmark, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of movie we like to see. Like, don't give us those 5 or 6 mediocre movies. No, 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 no. Give us one good quality movie with great location, great writing, great actors, great chemistry, so much chemistry, it oozed out the dang screen like the magic carpet that it was and took us all for a ride. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Emmys, Grammys, Oscars, Tonys, huh? I think they're calling. This movie was spectacular. My name is Dara, and we finna talk about this one. Oh, we finna talk about this one. It Was Always You premiered Saturday, February 27th at 9 p.m. I watched it live because there was so much hype, so much hoopla on the gram. You know, they taking pictures together, whatever. So I'm thinking, oh, let me see what else is going on. And I saw what else was going on. Mr. Tyler, sir, I wasn't ready. Miss Krakow, ma'am? I got your message. I did. All right, let's talk about what this is about. So, if you haven't seen it yet, just please stop this. I don't care. Just stop this right here. Go ahead. And go watch it and then come back so we can talk. So, It Was Always You features Erin Krakow as Elizabeth and Tyler Hines as David. And Elizabeth is this very much stickler, rules person, by the book. Have you noticed that's been a theme with our women characters in these last few months? She reminds me of Mallory Jensen's character, who's very like organized, and on the 12th day of Christmas. But Elizabeth loves lists. She loves planning. She likes structure. She likes schedules. That's her thing, which is, and then her fiance, George, they actually grew up together. And that's how she knows, she grew across the street from George, his brother, David, and their sister, Louise. And can we talk about this house? Can we talk about this estate? When the gates opened, I said, oh, we in another tax bracket now. We done moved up a couple tax brackets. Okay. I see the kids. I see them. That kitchen. That house. What? I want to know. For that to be their childhood home. What on God's green and blue earth did his parents do for a living to have that estate? If someone knows the answer, can you type it down in the comments, please? I want to know, what kind of career did they have? What kind of money did they get? Investments? Did we hit the lotto? I just need to know. I need to know. So their home is spectacular. Their reason for going home, because they own a dental practice together, right? So they're going to his mom's home for her surprise birthday party. And also their engagement party. And they got some wedding planning to do. So his family's home, ultimately her hometown as well, Echo Beach. I love the name of that. It just kind of rolls off the tongue, Echo Beach. What? Now, mind you, we don't know what city we're in until the end, and I'm gonna get to that. That's a little bit of part of my critique as well. But we're gonna get into that. So she's home, she's doing her thing, minding her Krakow business, right? And then as she's ordering ice creams in the most stringent, strict, and particular way, out pops the brother David, played by Tyler Hines. Now, Elizabeth and David's relationship, growing up, they were always at each other's throats. That's kind of how it is. Or how it was, I should say. And it's so... the contrast between George and David, you're like, did they grow up in the same home? Because George is a Like, that dude is a square and a rectangle, okay? Like, that dude is spinach with no salt, okay? He is a stack of waffles with no butter or syrup, okay? He is just the most blandest, boring, that's not even a word. You see what that made me do? But, sir, thank you for that acting, because that's what it brought up out of me. Contrast that to this, I don't even know what you want to call it. What Tyler Hines brought to this role, he went up into the Hallmark laboratories and concocted a recipe for suave and swag that I didn't even know existed. I said, touche, brother. Touche. Tyler Hines is officially my brother from another mother. Welcome to the family. I am beside myself. I don't even think part of me doesn't want to believe Tyler was actually acting. He just saw the lines that he needed to say and was just himself. The only thing that he was acting in terms of was his name and his job. I felt like he was himself. And that's one of the things that worked for this movie. They were so comfortable together. Their chemistry it was electric. I'm talking all the elements on the periodic table. All of them. Sparks, blasts, explosions, stars, salt, water, all of it. Potassium, all of it. All of them and all of it. So how David and Elizabeth, they end up getting in a situation where they grow closer together is, while George and Elizabeth are home, mind you, they left the dental practice and into the care of their dental hygienist and some other people. So, but he keeps taking calls. And Elizabeth is like, we on vacay. Like, what's your problem, fam? Like, we got people for that. Why do you keep answering? Like, why are you answering your phone? He takes the call and then's going to say he needs to leave to handle this dental emergency. And she's like, why? And he says, well, Mrs. Something or other. Like, she needs me there. She's more comfortable with me there. And so he leaves. And while he leaves, there's a storm. And that storm does damage on the bridge that is the only entry and exit off of the island that they live on. And so he's kind of, there's nothing he can do. And so David agrees to take on the wedding planning with her because also George took her car. And so David helps her by taking her to the different vendor appointments that she has in terms of the cake tasting, florals, all of that. And so while they're, over the course of these 4 days, she realized, like, she kind of reassesses her life in the sense of, like, how did she become the woman that she is now? Because that didn't always used to be her. She used to be that wild, free-spirited, wide-eyed girl, that woman. But over the course of life, she became this real structured thing, whatever. But I feel like there's not much to say because this movie says it all. I cried at the end. And by cry, I didn't like wail. I didn't whimper. There were a couple of thug tears that came down. Just a couple. But I was like, yo, Tyler and Aaron, y'all have the potential to cement yourselves in third place and be on the podium of Hallmark power couples here. And the only thing that's holding me back from giving them that bronze medal is I want to see them in another movie. I want to see how their chemistry fares in another movie with a different storyline. But who takes gold right now is Andrew Walker and Bethany Lenz. Silver, we have Paul Campbell and Kimberly Sustak from A God Wink Christmas and Christmas by Starlight. And I was ready to give that to Aaron and Tyler. But I said, hold on, let me not be too hasty. Let's see how they do in another movie with another storyline and see if the chemistry is still there. But I'm ready. I just had an idea. What if they had a Christmas special version of this where they're off in Italy? And you know why Italy is important if you saw the movie. Oh, give us a Christmas special, please. Give us a 5-episode miniseries of what happens next, please. I just need more from this story. I need more from those characters. We don't care about George. I even forgot about the storyline with Louise and the post office, the postal worker. Honestly, that was cute, but I felt like that was a little bit forced. But I'm just here for the house and the swag. Their chemistry, I can't. Like, I feel like I'm being redundant at this point. So please do yourself a favor and watch this movie. Next, we have coming up. Oh, I didn't give my rating. I'm giving this movie 4.5 out of 5 crowns. And okay, here's my reasoning for the point 0.5 deduction. Primarily, it's because David's lines, it sounded like he was reading from a quote book at times. And I'm like, all right, I understand that you want to give a message, but it seems too quote memes. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like they're giving me too many quote memes. Wow. Y'all hear the... Oh, they got someplace to be. Y'all better get out of their way. So that's why I have to give it the half crown deduction. It's because of the quotable memes that I felt like his lines came off as. And then I felt like the forced B-plot romance of the sister and the postal worker. But next, I can't say I'm exhausted, but that was Hallmark came out with their hands and took the washcloth of my emotions and wrung it until there was nothing left. And I feel like I need a week to just get my life together so that I can get ready for Fit for a Prince. That's coming up March 6th, 7th, one of those. And then that's going to prepare us for Spring Fling, which is their spring movies. All right, Mr. Pavey, comma Ryan. Now, you brought it in A Timeless Christmas. And A Timeless Christmas made me believe in you. But I need you to bring your A game. Because I see he's going to be in one of these spring movies. He better bring his A minus, and A plus game. I need the entire scale of A on this movie. Because Tyler Hines ain't playing with y'all. He said, hold my coffee, put on his sunglasses, kicked his feet up and said, Wagwan. Huh? So yes, just go watch It Was Always You. And then we'll be back here for Fit for a Prince. Because you know I love me a Prince Royal something or other. So I'm all about the royal movies. All about the royal Hallmark movies. And then it is time for Spring Fling. Spring Fling starts March... Starch? I'm hungry. Spring Fling starts March 20th. But we will be back here. I'm going to do a spring preview. Most likely on the Instagram. So if you're watching this on Instagram, what's up? If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to follow the Instagram. And you'll get the extra Hallmarkish content there. But I am going to be doing a Spring Fling preview episode. Or mini-sode, I should say. And I think I just might do Fit for a Prince just on Instagram. We'll see. I might not can hold it back and have to share it with y'all on YouTube, but I guess we will just have to find out. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Join the Hallmark Academy. Join the Academy. I'm trying to debate between, do I want to call us Academy members, board members? We're members. I'm just trying to think as to what level. But yes, let's have a dialogue. What did you guys think? Is this like their best movie ever? I know this is the best movie of the year. And unless Andrew Walker and Bethany is in another movie, or like, I don't think we're going to see another movie like this one until Christmas. I don't know how they can do it. Now, I've been proved wrong before. So, hey, prove me wrong, Hallmark. I would love the chance for you to prove me wrong. In fact, I'm hoping you prove me wrong. But at the rate that they're going, I'm hoping that we don't just have one good movie for every pool of movies. Like, for Spring Fling, I'm saying with the record that they're doing, we're going to have one, at best two really good movies out of that pool. And I hate to say it, but that's been the pattern. Look, out of the 40 movies they did for Christmas, 40, only 8 were substantial. Out of, what is it, Winterfest or New Year New Movies? 1 or 2. Love Ever After, 1. So that's my early projection for Spring Fling, is that we're probably going to get 1 or 2 at best, good movies. I would love and welcome the chance for Hallmark to prove me wrong. So I will see you guys in that video, in that Spring Fling video.